Okay, welcome, trumpet players. I am going to play through the playing test and wind ensemble audition for you. I'm going to go line by line, talk about some of the important aspects and challenges of the piece, and then I'll play the whole thing straight through, hopefully without too many mistakes. First and most importantly, you want to make sure that you are prepared to play. Buzz on your mouthpiece, do some warm-ups, play through your chromatic scale. I've already warmed up, so I'm ready to go. I remind myself of the key signature. One of the challenges of this piece is that we are playing not only B flats, but also E flats. But when we reach the third and fourth line of the piece, there's a lot of chromatic alteration in which F sharps and C sharps are introduced and the flats are naturaled. So you want to be very careful of that. Generally, this piece is going to be played in a light, articulate style, unless it specifically says otherwise. There's opportunity to do lots of dynamics that aren't written in the music. Feel free to be expressive by following the musical phrases. I'm going to play the first line here, and again, it's very important that the music is played in a light, articulate style. One little flub for me right there. But again, you noticed that I kept the notes separated and I kept it light. My tongue was not heavy. I did not play any of those notes too long. And I'm reminding myself of the B flats and E flats. I'm going to do that one more time for you. Sorry about that. Also very important that I have enough air support to pop the high Fs and the high Gs at all times. As I go on to the second line, I'm going to continue playing in this light articulate style, counting very carefully. I also want to make sure that I'm paying attention to the difference between one E-and, one E-and, one E-and, and the opposite rhythm, which is going to be introduced now, two and-a, two and-a, two and-a. Do not confuse the two. Do not mix them up. One and two, a one E and two, and one and two. So I'm going to start here on the second line. One and two and... Now it's very important that I'm paying attention to this E flat right here. We remember to play the E flat up high. We need to do it down low as well. Now I'm moving on to the third line in which all of this chromatic alteration occurs. I want to go through this very slowly so that I remember to play the C sharps, the B naturals, the F sharps, and the E naturals. I'm going to start right here. Now notice that I not only paid attention to all of the accidentals, but I also remembered to be flexible when I have to slur here from a D and used my third valve slide on the D. That is a trick that's very important, and it's very similar to what is being done up here on the B flat. I want to do that without getting a note in between. You notice that last time an F snuck in there. Real smooth. The second half of this piece is in a much more smooth style. Okay? This is going on to the fourth line. I noticed the accents, and I also used my third valve slide here on all of the Ds. Okay, I know that went pretty quickly, but the second half, as long as you play in a smoother, more legato style, you're going to be very successful. Pay attention to the fact that some of the natural signs carry through. E natural, stays E natural right here. I'm now going to play the whole piece straight through. One and two and...